Hey folks, Mike North here on the Mike North Entertainment Network, north2north.com, also with a dear friend and a legend, an icon, and a Catholic priest who's been everywhere and done everything, including play basketball for Notre Dame, Father John Smith. How you doing?
Michael, how
What's up, my friend?
Good, Michael, it's good seeing you.
It's good to see you. First of all, how are things here at Notre Dame High School, Notre Dame College Prep? How are things going here right now, and how many years you been here?
I've been here 4 years, finished 4 years. It's come a long, long way. We have a fantastic staff, number one, and a fantastic administration, and a fantastic board of directors. And all I have to, I walk around like a cheerleader and say, keep doing your job, keep doing your job, and everything's working out well.
What is the future, you think, of the Catholic education? There have been schools that have been closed down, schools that have been added on, kids take it from one school to go to another, but it seems like right now, it just seems like things are just right with the Catholic, with the Archdiocese. I'm sure there's some problems, but as far as the Catholic education, 895 kids, I know you want to get over 1,000. What has to be done?
Well, number one, the economy would help a little if it turned around. The economy stuff. It's hard to say, look, in here, I'm going to send my son to Notre Dame, and you have to pay $9,000. But down the street is Maine South. It's good school.
In Park Ridge.
In May East, good school, and it's nothing.
Right.
But I'll tell you, if everybody really realizes it, well, one reason is that if the Catholic schools ever folded, the public schools would be in serious trouble.
Yeah, that's something that's very interesting.
And the people don't really recognize that. But if they all close like right now today and say, hey, we're out of the business, the public schools would not be able to handle the influx of kids. But, so we're helping that, and we realize that, and fine. So our taxes go to the public school, God bless them, I think it should. And but we say Catholic schools and private school is an option for parents, and an option that is, I think, very, very legitimate. You
started at Maryville. Well, you didn't start at Maryville, but you went. Let's talk about your transgression as a Catholic priest. How you proceeded. You went to Notre Dame University. Correct. And you played basketball for the Fighting Irish, and you still hold, I believe, the all-time record for most personal fouls, right?
That is correct.
You sound, and you're proud of it.
Yes, I did it any record, when you get to my age, any record is important.
And it's still not breakable.
No, it's not.
How many personal fouls in 1 year?
It can't be broken, because I did it in 3 years. They play 4 years now.
Okay.
So my record is forever.
So how many fouls did you average a game? 5? 4 or 5?
4.5, maybe.
How many games would you say you fouled out your 3 years?
Oh, no, I would say one season, I probably fouled out about 12 to 14 games out of 28.
Okay, and I'm hearing, now who did you play against? Any notables that we might know when you were at Notre Dame University? Any players that we would remember?
Tommy Heinsohn. Tommy
Heinsohn, the Boston Celtic Hall of Famer.
I knocked him out.
You knocked Father Smith knocked out Tommy Heinsohn. But tell us exactly how that.
Tommy and I were very good friends.
Oh, I'm sure. He sounds like Fred Flintstone, Bonnie. But how did it happen? When you were
Tommy
playing,
Heinsohn was a fantastic ball player.
Oh yeah.
If I played him 7 games out of 7 days, he'd beat me 7 games out of 7 days.
So your plan was to knock him out?
Oh,
you had to for the team?
To a point. I didn't really mean to. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, he had the ball on the side. He was playing forward at that time, and I was guarding him. Of course, he's extremely fast.
Oh, sure.
And that was his fault. He was too fast.
Right.
I spun around and had this elbow right here, and right in the jaw.
Gone.
With all his speed, he went out.
There was just a gentleman that was in the news who basically is going to do some prison time, and that's the former governor of the state of Illinois. And at the time that he was in, here's the rumors that we were getting. He'd love to get rid of Father Smith and get rid of Maryville, so all that land might, down the line, be available. Patty Blagojevich, this is not from Father Smith's mouth, was a real estate agent, and there was people in the know that thought this was some sort of power play to get Maryville out of there, have all that land developed, and then make money off it at the hands of somebody. Did you hear any of that talk?
I never heard that talk, but I do know that he was very interested in our budget. We had the largest
all of a sudden
budget, yeah, in the child care, because we were the largest.
Right.
So you don't take care of 1,700 kids any one time
Right.
on a nickel or dime. Maryville was influential, and they did attack me. And I probably maybe mishandled it differently. I just said, hey, I'll take the high road, and I didn't say anything. If the cardinal, or not the cardinal, but if the governor wanted to say, yes, let's close Maryville because we're going to get the money they spend on kids, well, number one, I think it's a bad decision because you should always help out kids. And number two, Maryville could have gone any different way to serve, not the state so much, but serve children. I think it's very, very important to serve children.
So when they decide that they're going to try to force you out, or they're going to make it uncomfortable for you, and the archdiocese had to probably go along with it and stuff like that, there were kids at Maryville. How many kids are there today on that main campus in Des Plaines, Illinois?
The exact number,
Well, somewhere in a roundabout figure, Father.
25?
25 or
30.
or 30 kids from a 1,600. So where are the rest of those kids?
I don't know.
Really?
I think if one of the porters that did the stories had any kind of gumption or any desire to have what the truth is, they should really examine that whole fact.
Rod Blagojevich, did you ever talk to him man to man, person to person?
No, not really.
Okay, and if when Rod Blagojevich has had this happen to him, was there some sort of, you know what goes around comes around, even from you?
No, not really. I didn't know what was going to do. I knew he was getting in trouble as a governor. I didn't really read the papers locally because I sort of gave up because I saw how they reported on me. I said, I don't want to read that because I don't think it's true. I knew it wasn't true. So I just sort of gave up reading those things. I was just well off. I didn't know all the facts about the governor's problems and trouble. I thought that this last one, which I probably know more about than any of them, I thought the jury did an excellent job. I thought they were very thoughtful. I thought they were very professional. I thought they dedicated themselves and dedicate all their time and effort. And it's hard to be a good jurist.
Sure, absolutely.
But they seemed to be very, very, very good. And they came in with deliberations and thought and everything else. And I thought
Does it surprise you then? I know it doesn't surprise you.
No, it doesn't.
That he was trying to work things out, maybe manipulate things with Maryville, yet he was doing other things, selling Senate seats and trying to do this. Everything was for greed. You knew that basically before this whole thing started, right?
Well, yeah, I think everybody knew that something was going wrong, strange. I rethink, and I don't know personally myself, so I don't want to, but I think he was over his head as a governor. I mean, as a governor, that's a demanding job.
You're 55, 65, and you're fundraising. You got it. You're rolling. You've had some health issues. You used to make appearances every single night on behalf of Maryville somewhere to collect money. How is the deal where you can't get out as much as you used to? How's that helped or hurt you?
It's hurt me. Well, number one, I'm older.
Right.
My health has been the greatest, even now. But now I think I'm very healthy. But that could be fooling myself.
Right. I understand.
But I enjoy it. Raising money, especially in this time of economy.
Sure.
Extremely difficult. And also raising money for a private school is extremely difficult.
But there's still people out there that will help you.
Oh yes, the generosity of people is unbelievable.
Father Smith, Notre Dame College Prep, and my boss.
That's right. I want to see you out there on the basketball court.
I'll be there again. We're going to have our 5th year. We got a great program. Tom Less has done a tremendous job.
I haven't seen the team presently right now. He lost all 5 starters. You know that.
I understand.
But he told me, and I even announced it, he said that the team he's got coming up this year, even though they're a little younger, will be better than last year.
And it's absolutely right. They're going to be monsters.
And I announced at our fundraiser at the Arlington racetrack, I said, Tom Les said he's not going to lose a game this year.
Oh my God. Exactly. If they lose, I'll blame me. Hey, Father, thank you so much.
Okay, Mike.
It's been Father Smith, Notre Dame College Prep, right here on the Mike North Entertainment Network.
Thank you.